Hello everybody, how you doing? If you can hear me, just type in yes or Y. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to open up to questions or anything that you want to talk about tonight, and then we'll talk about a couple things that I want to share. So anybody have any questions or anything they want to talk about? Hey, John, sorry. Anyone, any questions? Everybody knows what they're doing and what's going on. Yeah, did anybody try the ad? Okay, someone's typing. Rose is typing. Is Rose the only one that tried the ad, or maybe she's asking a question? I'm not sure. Okay. Anyone with questions? Nothing to ask? Yeah, Rose. Whenever you want to do that, we can do that tomorrow if you want. Get together tomorrow. Talk about it tomorrow. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Well, let's talk a little more about financing. So, further research I found a company that does this kind of stuff. But before I ask that, actually, how many of you do have RSPs with money in them that you'd like to use? Good. All right. I want everyone to understand something. This network of group that we have, which is 20 or so people from this group since I started doing this for just the people that I've been helping out. There's an opportunity to pair up and partner up. I was talking to someone who had some capital. We were looking at a deal for her. It didn't work out, but she was totally open to partnership and using her capital to get into a deal. And I know that some of you are looking for capital. I think there's an opportunity for us to partner up if you're comfortable with it. You feel like you can, it's something in your best interests. There have to be contracts and agreements, of course. There's a huge opportunity to, really partner up together and make things happen. So those of you who have capital and are interested in partnerships, can you put yes, you are open to that have capital in their RSPs? Okay, so Jean is. Who else? A couple other people typing. Okay, Sergey. So the idea is this: if you have money in your RSP or even TFSA, you can use that money to invest in real estate. So what I'm trying to do is look at the opportunity of partnering up some of us into deals. Now I can't do any deals with you, but the other individuals on this meeting can do deals with you. So if you have capital, access to capital in your RSP or other capital, just other capital, I think that you should consider partnership. And if it's something not for you, great, no problem. If it is something that you're open to, then I would let other people on the group know. There's only a small group tonight so far, but I would let the other people know. Look, I'm open to partnerships, and if you want to keep that private, you can keep it private. You can just let me know, and I can put you together with somebody who comes to me with a deal. But the idea is to get a deal done, and whether we're the investor or partners or, you know, the deal itself, we're doing it, I think that we should consider all options to make things happen. That's what I'm saying. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's all I mean. Okay, so you can use your RSP. I found a company that does that kind of stuff where you can, you know, take your RSP and use it. You know, if you want, I can post a link right now that will, you can further research and look at it, and see if it's something that you're interested in. Give me 1 second. There it is. So if you click on that link, that's the link that will talk to you about you know, self-directed RSP plans, mortgage products, things that you can use to, you know, an institution that actually does it and allows you and works with you to do it. Tarik's going to further research and work on that for us and see what else he can find for us. But this company does do that, and they do, you know, help you invest your products into real estate, and also, you know, further research. Your TFSA runs with the same rules concerning that, so you can use that to invest with your TFSA, which I think is a wonderful opportunity. So it's Canadian Western Trust is the company, Canadian Western Trust, and they're the ones that allow you to and help you, you know, do arm's length or non-arm's length investments. So non-arm's length, arm's length is you, somebody you know, family, direct family. Non-arm's length is somebody that's not. So, you know, you giving the money to somebody else, like another partner on this call, would be a non-arm's length because you're not related to them. You know, it's not for you directly. But you can use your own to be able to do that, and I think that it's something to really look for and understand better. And Tarik's working on the complete process for us, and hopefully I'll have more for that up next week. But at this point, I want you to do some research on your own. Just look at it, see what opportunities are there, and then we can continue to discuss it next week when we talk about financing, you know, and how we can get financing, you know, start to develop financing techniques, and also, you know, raising capital and finding buyers. So we can. Did anybody? I know some new people joined. Did anybody do an ad on Kijiji? Tell you what. Why don't we just do this? Why don't we just, Rose? Why don't we just create one right now? How's that sound? Okay, we can create one right now together. Okay. Okay, let's do one right now. Okay? All right, so let's do it this way. All right, so we're posting an ad. So this is an ad for online. Okay. We want to say, what do we want to say? Tell me what we're going to do this together. What do we want to say? Real simple, make it easy. So what do we duplex for sale, 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom bath. Okay, so Jean, you want to focus on something that you want to attract, that you are interested in. So if you're interested in duplexes, we could say duplex, renovated Duplex renovated, so we're gonna go for sale. For sale. Duplex renovated. 2 units, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom. Each doesn't have to be. You don't want it to be super professional. You just want it to be an ad with bathroom, 1 bath, full bath. Okay. So, what else would you want to say in this ad? You don't want to get too wordy or too much in here. What else do you want to say? Should we add a pic? No, not if it's not real. Shouldn't do that. If it's real, sure. Blurred? No. Okay. So you know what? You can also buy. You can put we buy and sell property. Okay. We buy and sell property. Duplex renovated, 2 units, 2 bedroom, 3 bath, so 2 units. Okay. 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom, each with 1 full bath. Okay. Okay. Want quick closing if possible. Priced to sell, something like this. And then you're going to put, you can put that, or you can put an actual price in. And what you could do, we sell and buy property, yeah. Okay, so suppose you see something. If you see something and you want to, you want to post it. The dilemma is if it's the property's not under contract, you don't want that to go, obviously it's best if you have the property, right? But you could, you and your partners have properties, and this is a particular property, and it's in the particular area, and you want it to be in an area that, not the best area, but not becoming area, but nothing. Don't go crazy with. You want something in the mainstream, because the higher up price we go, the less people that can purchase it, right? So if there's an area that that's a decent area, not the best area, and definitely not the worst area, somewhere in the middle, blue collar, working class areas are really good, and you just say, duplex renovated, 2 units, 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom, each with 1 full bath, want quick closing if possible, price to sell. And we know that in that area, properties sell for, $480,000, right? We would put, range it out at, say, 425, 425, 97, something like this. For the, there you go. 425. 947-000. Call or email should be best. Email, blah blah blah. There, that's it. Nothing complicated. Everybody see that? You can't see it? Are you serious? You can't see that? What are you guys kidding? Do you see the whiteboard? Now do you see it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So So this is for online. It's for sale. We buy and sell property. Duplex renovated 2 units, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom. Each unit with 1 full bath. Want a quick closing if possible. Price to sell. 435-947. Email whoever. You can go 947. It doesn't matter. It's you know, if the property's priced, you want to show discount, right? You know, $50,000 discount of the area, to attract some phone calls. And then people are going to call you, and then they're going to ask you about the property. You're going to let them know that the property is no longer with you, and you're going to see if there's an opportunity to get them another property. Does that make sense? Any questions about this? What's that? I came late, so I'm lost. Okay, look. This is what it looked. Renovated 2 units, 1 bedroom. Whoops. So renovated, duplex renovated, 2 units. Okay? You're going to do this for me. Okay? Change this 2 bedroom to 1 bedroom. Okay? The 2 bedroom to 1 bedroom, and the 3 bedroom to 2 bedroom. Okay? Okay, I have a property right now for sale. It's a 1 bedroom and a 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom, with each with a full bath. Okay. Don't put an area. Don't put an area. Okay. Unless you want to do it your way, you can do it any way you want. I'm telling you that your real estate group. I'm part of your real estate group. You want to use my property? I'm okay with that. Okay? Does everybody understand? No city. I can't give you the city, because if I give you the city, right, then you're going to attract people to that city. And you don't want to do that. You want to stay in your areas. Does everybody make sense? Does that make sense? Okay. You could put anything you want in there. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Okay? I'm letting you know that you can tell people that you have a property, and then when you talk to them, you let them know that the property is no longer available, and that you're looking to you find properties similar to it in different areas. Are you interested? If you're interested in properties, I can keep your email and let you know when I come across one, because not all of the properties, a lot of the properties we just flip out. This is one particular one. Are you looking for properties similar to this or something different? Let me know, because this is what we do. We buy and sell property. Does everybody understand what we're trying to do here? Okay. So this is the dilemma. Okay. If I tell you the city, well, you can ask the city. Oh yeah, I can tell you the city. It's Sarnia. Sarnia. It's property in Sarnia right now. Got property in Windsor too. The reason I don't want you to use, I don't want you to get into that is I want them to, you're going to be dealing with people in your area, and you don't want to sound like, you got to let them know you do property. You have partners and associates all over Canada that do properties all over Canada, right? Is there a particular property, and you're part of that network? Is there a particular property you're looking for in a particular area? But I don't want you to put the listing of where it is, because then people are only going to call for that property that are looking for properties in that area, right? So if you list this property or list a property in Montreal, then, you're going to attract people to Montreal. Does that make sense? Well, right now I want you to start close, okay? And if they ask for property in Calgary, say, great, let me see what I can do for you. Give me some details of what you're looking for, the price range you're looking for. Are you using RSP money? And they might say to you, well, I didn't know you could do that. And say, yeah, we work with people that use RSP money. Are you interested in that? Because you can use your RSP money to invest in real estate. Do you see where we're going with this conversation? All we're trying to do is develop a conversation with people that are interested in finding real estate. We'll find real estate for them. You know, that's the whole point here of this exercise, is to attract buyers. Okay? To attract the buyers. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about this? Okay. Who wants to turn on their mic and try this out? We can test it out right now. Who would like to? Who would like to try their? Who wants to turn on the mic, and I'll be the person that calls you. Would you like to try an exercise? We'll just let everybody listen. Who's up for it? Phone number and reach out to them when we need them for RSP or house for sale. Yeah, John, you're just trying to find out. So what we're saying, so when someone calls, I guess I'll do it. I'll do the call. Somebody's somebody calls up and says, hey, I see you have a property for sale. I'd say, yeah, I did. It's no longer available. Apologies. You know, great place. We renovated it and sold it, and I don't have it available. But if you know, we buy and sell properties all the time. Is there, you know, if you're interested in properties similar to that, I can let you know next time, you know, that we come across a property like this. Do you do a lot of investing? Was it for you, or for, you know, is that what you do? And they say, yeah, actually, I was looking for an investment property. Or, yeah, I was looking for a property to live in and rent out the other side. And say, oh, well, no problem. We come across those properties. Sure, we do, all across Canada. If you want, if you can give me some more detail, I can actually email you when I get a property similar to that. Would you be interested in that? Well, yeah, that'd be great. Sure. What do you need from me? Well, I just need your email. And is it okay if I ask permission? Is it okay if I ask you a couple questions? And they say yes. Say, great. So you're looking for a duplex, and are you looking for anything bigger, or is it just duplexes? Well, I'm actually, you know, it's more about price range. Oh, okay. So what price range were you looking at? I was looking at the $400,000 price range. Okay, great. That's good to know. And particular areas that you're looking for? Well, I'm looking for this area and this area. But I'm open to, you know, a lot of different places. But, you know, obviously it can't be too far because of property management. Don't try to school them on property management or anything. Say, no problem. I understand that. I totally get that. And are you investing, you know, RSP money? Is it partnerships and stuff like that? And if they say, well, or they might seem uncomfortable with that question, and say to them, you can say, this is why you ask for permission. If they say to you, well, I'm uncomfortable sharing that with you, say, hey, no problem, I totally understand. The reason that I'm asking is I want to send you the right property, and we work with people, and you can tell them we work with people that use their RSPs and they use their TFSAs to invest in real estate. If they say they've never done that or heard of that before, say, yeah, it's something that most Canadians don't know about, but it's something that, you know, we've done some deals that way. If it's something you're interested in, I can send you some information about it. Would you like me to do that? Yep, that would be great. No problem. Tell you what, when I come across a property similar to this, I will definitely reach out to you. I will send you an email. And the main thing that I really want to know from you is are you ready to make a move now? Were you ready to buy? Were you just interested, or were you serious about a purchase? If they say they're serious, say great. If they say they're interested, put them in that list. Does everybody understand? Everybody see how that went? Any questions about that? It's easy for you too. You just have to do it. You just have to, and you can practice with somebody if you want to practice a few times. But the key here is not to, you don't want to sound polished. You don't want to sound like you're some pro. Everybody wants to sound like they're a pro. You don't want to sound like a pro. You want to sound like you. You're fine. You know, you're just a person, you know. But why would they call us? They can call a realtor. Vivian, they can, but they can't get a deal from a realtor. And they called two things we know, Vivian, by them calling us. One, they're open to working without realtors, and they looked for the listing. We didn't find them. They looked for the listing, right? So we know that they're okay with not talking to a realtor. Maybe they are talking to a realtor right now, Vivian, but right now they're also open to. They went on Kijiji and looked for this ad, so we know they're open to that. Does that make sense, Vivian? Remember, they do retail. And there's nothing wrong with retail, but not for someone who's looking for a deal. Obviously, retail is not going to work for them. So we're looking to attract them. No, we're not going to be able to necessarily help everybody, but this is an easy way to attract the right people for you to help. Right? This is all about solving problems. This person has a problem. They are looking for a property, and they can't find one. Okay. So you can put anything you want in there, single family, whatever you're interested in, you could do. However you want to form it, you can form it. You know, it's totally up to you. But the main goal here is to attract buyers, and from there, believe it or not, you're going to find some investors, people that are interested in maybe putting up the capital. You know. Looks like some people are typing questions. Usually one would look for a house for sale on Kijiji before they set up too highly priced properties. Yeah, that could be it. It's hard to say what the motivation is, but Jean, yeah, it could be just simply that, right? Now that's up to you, Vivian. Remember I talked to you, and everybody, I talked to you about, creating a separate number for real estate. If you want to use that number, that's totally up to you. Email is fine. You can manage it that way. For those of you who'd rather manage it through email, that might be a better course of action before you get into the phone call. If you're uncomfortable with it, you can use just email. Okay? Does that sound good? Okay, email the people who might leave their phone number and email they sent you. It's totally up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. You can use your phone number. You can use email. I love email, so email is easy. You can control the communication. If you're comfortable with the phone number, I just would rather you use a separate phone number and separate email, right? You don't need an email that's so-and-so realtor or real estate or some special name. You don't want to look like an outfit. You just want to look like who you are. You're an investor that's part of an investment group that comes across properties. That's it. Does it need to be more complicated than that? You don't want to sound like you're a big wheel. That's my opinion, at least. You don't need to sound like you're big. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. Nothing, nothing too extravagant. Should be okay. One second. Okay. All right. Okay, so I just made up that address. Yeah. Okay. Communicate through Kijiji. You do not send a direct, and you can no longer see the person's actual email. When you communicate through Kijiji, you do not send direct email, personal actual email. Okay, but at that point, Sergey, at that point, you can exchange it, right? They're connecting people, and then at that point, it's up to them, right? They're trying to control. They're trying to control the communication. It's not a big deal. You can, and it's not something. Yeah, you state the email name at the beginning of. Yeah, it's not a huge deal. It's you can. People are going to reach out to you, and you're still going to get the email. When you send them, back, you can actually get their email and stuff like that. That's not a problem. Okay, any questions? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to everyone commit to putting up the ad. Everyone that's comfortable with it, obviously. Put up the ad, and let's follow up next Tuesday and see what happens with the actual communications. Obviously, sign nothing, make no commitments, right? That you can't deliver on. But you can definitely collect information and let them know that you will get back to them when you find and come across the property. Does everybody understand? Does everybody know why we're doing this, right? You understand why we're doing this. Because if someone says to you they're looking for a duplex in this price range, then I mean you have a potential buyer for a wholesale or a flip or even an investor. And you can ask them that, are you open to partnerships? Are you open to investing? Are you open to, what is it that you're what are some of the other things that you want to do? Because we do all that stuff. We can do any of that stuff that you're interested in. If you're just looking for a property for yourself, that's all you're looking for, sure, we can help you with that. When I come across a property similar to this one, or similar to your description, because they're giving you the description, then you send it to them. You come across, at least now you know what you're looking for, right? It's a huge advantage. Huge advantage. This person's basically saying, I'm looking for this type of property, this particular area. Please go find it. And then you could spend your time and your energy on that specific task. Okay? Who's a little bit scared to do something like this? You like the idea? Okay, good. No, it's exciting. Good. All right. But I guess the biggest thing is making the first step. Yeah, there isn't really. The steps are really this, Sergey. You put up the ad. You take the email or phone call. Write down what they want. Right? Get the description of the property. Okay. So here we go. Let's do this. All right. So one, put up ad. Okay, that's number one. Number two, collect info from person on property type, right? Property types, investment types, and obviously make sure, let's do this. Okay, so that's two. Okay, three. Ask how serious they are, and are they ready to buy now? Okay, is everybody with me here? So one, put up the ad. Two, collect the information from the person, property types, investment types. 3, ask them how serious they are about buying now. And then 4, close contact with the commitment to follow up in 2 weeks if nothing has come yet. Okay? There you go. I'm not squared, but I still have to get my head around what we are offering and the end result, the person who's calling me. Are the investment types what would be covered in training? Okay, no problem. Okay, so everybody understands to put the ad up, right? Everybody's clear on that, right? Number 2 is collect info from person. So property types. Are you looking for a property similar to this one, or are there other properties you're interested in? That's it. Everybody get that? Okay, so they'll give you the information, collect the information, and then say, okay, we do a lot of different, tell them, we do, you know what, let's do this. Before we do this, I want you to put up the ad. Okay, receive the call, but I'm just going to put something in here, down at the bottom here. Always ask for permission to ask questions. Okay. Always permission is probably spelled wrong. Permission. Hold on a second. Permission. Really? There we go. Okay. Permission. Always ask for permission to ask questions. Everybody get that? Always. So when we talk to these people, say, you know what, apologies, property is no longer available. But you know what? We do a lot of properties, and you know, here, there, across Canada. We don't keep them all. Some we buy, some we sell, some we keep. I work with a group of people, so there's all types of properties. Are you looking for a property similar to this? And if they say yes, say, is it okay if I ask you for a couple questions, and maybe I can help you out? You know, maybe I can find you one. And they'll say, sure, no problem. Say, you know, what kind of property types are you looking for? What areas are you looking for? You know, we deal with a lot, say to them, we deal with a lot of different investment types. Some people use their RSP, some use cash, some use partners. You know, what types of investments do you do? And if they say, well, I just do my own, or if they say, you know, I didn't know you could do it with your RSP, say, yeah, we have people that do it with their RSP. If it's something you're interested in, we could definitely look at that when the opportunity comes about, and we can look at that option. And you want to ask them, you know, are you serious about buying now, ready to buy now? Because I really don't, you know, I won't waste your time sending you deals if you're not ready to buy now. Are you ready to do it now? Because I can work on this for you, you know, and let people know that you're looking for a property. And if they say to you, and RSP, do we or whoever does use it to purchase a house, I assume it has to be repaid. Of course, Sergey, it has to be repaid. It's a loan, just like a loan. It's a loan to you. But the good thing about, the reason that it's special is that it's in your RSP. So it's money sitting there that's not doing much for you. You can pull the money out. You can charge, you know, the bank rate plus or minus 1%. So let's say the bank rate's 5. You can charge yourself 6%. You can pay yourself back monthly, just like you would a mortgage. You still have to get approved like a mortgage, same thing. You get approved, you get the mortgage from yourself, okay, from the mortgage. The mortgage then is paid back at 6%, and you pay that back over whatever term, right? A 5-year term, a 10-year term, 25-year amortization. The thing gets insured just like a regular mortgage. And what you can do on your taxes, this is why you want to use professionals, obviously, to do this, set this up for you, is you can write off that interest as an expense for your investment, just like you would from a bank. Does everybody understand that? So we can pay ourselves 6%, and then we can write off 6% interest, as an expense. It is, against the income from the property. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. You don't understand that, Vivian? What part don't you understand? So you get the loan from the RSP. So when you get a loan from an RSP for a mortgage, it's like a regular mortgage. So their interest has to be charged for the loan, even though it's being paid back to you. You see that? So if you're charging, say, 6% interest, you'd have to pay a mortgage at 6% back to your RSP monthly. Okay? That 6% goes into your RSP, and that's tax deferred. And what that allows you to do, Vivian, is not only make 6% in your RSP from this loan that you're using to fund a real estate deal, you can charge that 6% as an expense on your taxes. Does that make sense? So that becomes an expense, just like you would write off interest. Interest would be an expense on your taxes, right, for your property. So not only do we pay ourselves that 6%, we can expense that 6%. Does that make sense? So when the 5-year term deposit in the bank, where you have put your RSP, comes to term, you're allowed to move the money out with a little fee of 100 or 150, right? What do you mean by that, John? You can move the money out. Well, the 100 to 150 is the fee you got to pay for self-directed RSPs. That's a yearly fee you pay. Yeah, that's to make it self-directed. Once it's self-directed, a series of different investments can be done. One is taking the money out as a loan for an investment property. You're allowed to charge interest on that. You have to charge interest on that. That interest and the payment, the money you took out, needs to be paid back just like a mortgage back into your RSP. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so I've been told you can put the RSP, say, from National Bank to another institution. It's your money, John. You can take it anywhere you want. And no one can stop you from that. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Tarek to come back next week. Would you like that, everybody? Tarek can come back and explain this. And we'll have a session where you can ask him these questions. Yeah. Okay? So he'll come back. You can ask him these questions. Okay? We can ask these questions, and he can explain to us, the process of actually doing it. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a lawyer, like I told you. This is why we use professionals, right? This is why I use Tarek. But speaking slowly this time? Oh, okay. I'll make sure that we both speak slowly, Vivian. I'll make sure that Tarek speaks slower too. Okay? Why don't we do that? Why don't we shelf the questions of finance right now, okay, about that, and we'll let Tarek deal with it next Tuesday. He enjoys coming and doing these things, and definitely he's somebody that I depend on to help me out with that kind of stuff. Okay. Any other questions concerning the financing that you think would be appropriate now? Otherwise, we're going to shelf it till next week. Yes, yours above. John, which one is that? Let's see. Let's see what you got. Did everybody go to the YouTube link and watch the video? You know they're available there now, right? Good. Good, good. That's where they're going to be. I posted last week's video there. The next day, I believe. I'll do the same with this video, okay? And I got my son working on putting up the other videos, okay? What link? Okay, who's got it up right now on their computer? Who's got the link? John, you got that link up? Can you put it in the chat box for Ruben? Yeah, no problem. And I want everyone to subscribe to it. That way it'll alert you there's a video. I'm changing it. I don't think it alerted you when I put up the video. No, it's not just for you, Ruben. I'm sure there's somebody else maybe that needs it, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to change it. Thanks, Sean. I'm going to change it so, see, if you're a subscriber, it's supposed to alert you, but because I'm making it private just for you guys, it doesn't necessarily do that. I'm finding a workaround for that. I don't want these videos posted to YouTube, period. I'm not looking for subscribers or views. It's just for you guys, right? I want to make it easy for you guys, you folks, to be able to watch it. That's the most important thing for me right now concerning that. It's not necessarily because you moved your job. It's because you're self-directed. You know, if you moved your money from one institution to another for directed RRSP, yeah, the bank, I mean, I'll believe me, if you went to another bank and said, look, I want to move my money over here, if there was any fees, they would pay for it. They'd be more than happy to pay, you know, any fees that you would have to pay to move the money over. You know? Yeah, just tell them, yeah. So for those of you interested in going deeper in this, we're going to have Tarek come back next week. But also, look at the link that I sent up, that I posted earlier, for the institution that does deal with that kind of stuff. And let me bring it up again here. Where is it? Right there. Oops. There you go. For those of you that came late, that's the link. You can see it says self-directed plans, mortgages, products. That's Canadian Western Trust. Canadian Western Trust is the institution. Yeah, I know, it's not the best. I agree. It's not very exciting. But what's exciting is they deal with it. That's exciting. So there's another institution that I'm looking into right now for that kind of stuff. 2 other institutions. But I should have an update for that by next Tuesday with Tarek's help. Okay? Any other questions on financing? Okay, financing is off. Any questions about the ad? Does everybody understand the ad and what to do? Crystal clear. Yeah. Okay. So I would rather, Justin, you didn't. You can do whatever you want with these ads. Obviously, it's totally up to you. But the if you want to put a return, you're kind of setting the bar for yourself, right? So if you put a 5% return, or 10% return, or 15% return, you're kind of telling people that you can deliver that. And if you feel like that's something that you want to go after, it's probably going to be less, opportunities for that particular individual. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it could be tricky. Could be, but you could do it. I mean, Justin. I mean, the main thing, less is better. Believe me, less is better. What's going to drive this individual is that they're already interested in investing. They're looking for a property. So if you show them that it's a good deal, um, there's no reason that they won't call if they're interested. And that's the key here, right? Is they've called you. They've reached out to you. So they're telling you, I'm looking at property now. I'm interested in property now. You just want to verify that stuff when you communicate with them via email or phone conversation. Does that make sense? You can talk about returns and stuff like that. I'd rather you discuss that on a case-by-case basis. If they ask you what kind of returns, what kind of cash flow, you got to remember most of these people are not that sophisticated. They might ask you those questions, but most people are just looking for a deal. They're not quite sure how to make money with real estate. So you don't want to overwhelm them with information. You just want to give them what they want. If they say they're looking for, specifically say, I'm looking for a property that cash flows $500 a month, or I'm looking for a 10% return, take that information down and say, great, when I come across a property that fits this criteria, I will send it to you, right? You're trying to solve a problem, right? So find out what their problem is. Their problem is they're looking for a particular type of investment, Your goal is to deliver that and be able to make money. And it's okay to say to people that you make money. If somebody says to you, well, how do I make money? How do you guys make money? Say, well, we make either money on we negotiate great prices. We renovate these properties, or we might even, if you take the property off our hands as is, we'll charge you what we call a finder's fee. It's an assignment fee, and that could be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 to $10,000. But know this: when we do that, you're always going to get the better end of that. You're always going to make get a better discount than we made money. Is it normal if there's only one video right now on your YouTube channel? Sorry if it makes you. No, it's okay, Rose. There should be 2 videos. Can you guys see 2 videos on that YouTube channel, or just one? See, I don't know why there's only one. Okay, my son's working on it. I posted that video, and I'm like, why does no one watch this video? You know what? Let me deal with that. Let me deal with that. I posted it. That was probably the problem. I posted it, and I'm not the savvy one with YouTube. My son is. So, no, there's 2. Okay. All right, John, there's 2. Good. There is 2. Do you see that then? Jean, did you get an alert that there was a second video? No, okay. I'll fix that. I got my son looking, like I said. There's 2 videos up there. You got to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you should be able to see both videos. It's right on the right column. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, Jean. Okay, so I'll post this video tomorrow sometime. Hopefully my son will show me how to make sure you guys get an alert, and then you guys can watch this video. And that's how we'll do it moving forward. The other videos, historic videos, I'm going to get my son to put them on as we go through the following weeks. But the main thing is that these videos now will be posted there. Okay? Yeah, thanks to my son, for sure. He's a great kid. I got a lucky guy. First day of school today. High school. Oh, it was amazing. All right. So, any other questions? Yeah, really. Well, I wouldn't be as much as I am now, that's for sure. Okay, Vivian, any question? Anybody else? Vivian's, yeah. Yeah. Okay, if you're good, type in yes, and we'll wrap up. Yeah, we love our kids, for sure. Yeah. Everybody's good? All right, everybody, commit yourself to putting up the ad, okay? Worst case scenario, just use your email. Worst case scenario is somebody reaches out to you. Okay? All right, let's post the ad. You need help during the week, something comes up, please reach out to me. And we'll talk, definitely we'll talk about it. I want you to be comfortable at least with, making this happen. And if you run into a snag, please, you can reach out to me, okay? All right. Everybody have a great night. I will post this video tomorrow sometime. Hopefully we can get an alert and keep hunting, all right? And for those of you who are interested, we'll talk more about investing next week, investment types. For those of you who are interested in using your own money, or you have access to capital and you're willing to partner up or use that money for a partnership, we're going to deal with all of that next week. So I want everybody to think about that. If you have capital, if you have RSP money you want to use and you're okay with partnering, we're going to figure out a way that we can communicate with each other and you as a group can start using each other as resources, okay? I want to thank everybody for coming tonight, and I want to wish you a great week, and we will talk next Tuesday. Have a great night.